I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for
Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Jackson now to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their 32-year-old quarterback from the University of Georgia, the 12-year vet Matthew Stafford.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Stafford on third down. This is caught by Jackson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
First and 10.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Looking again in the direction of Woods, and it's third down.
Johnson on the coverage.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. Oh, and it'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The tackle made.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams.
Complete to Damian Williams. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. they don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A 50-yard punt, no return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
They run the option on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 28.
Williams on the carry.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And down inside the 15 he goes. The numbers in last week's game for Graham. 8 catches, 59 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Rams, nothing.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. At the 20.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. That's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Pressure comes and down he goes. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So
and all deep in his own territory, coughs up the fumble. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
You know, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 24, Stafford, and the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
12-yard line.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Bears' 13-yard line.
Throwing again is Stafford. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And 2.
Stafford looks to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. He's at the 50, the 40. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain?
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him from going all the way.
1st and goal.
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
That's not good enough, man.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears.
Jairo Santos lining up.
Allen Robinson. His 6th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. And his kick is right through. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Jackson now to return.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you get 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a real tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
46-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
35-yard line.
They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. On first down, it's Stafford. He lost the football. But he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were losers last week to Carolina, but they've got the lead here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A gain of 3, second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up
from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
O'Donnell, he's on the punt as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Rich.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. The throw complete to Cam Akers. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee.
Complete to Tyler Higbee.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
At the 39-yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
That's good.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete. Intended target was Cam Akers, but it's going to be second down. Throwing again. Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3rd and 2. Stafford.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the Coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
As they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. L.A. readies for its next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford, open man is Higbee, the tight end.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Jackson's got it over the middle. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. He's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break, Stafford. Complete. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Baker Mayfield, a very good performance as his guys run the record now to 5-2. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And the Bears first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First down, Chicago.
First down, a run with Cohen. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Behind the chain, second and 12.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll go down at the 28. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
7 makes it 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is caught by Jackson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
6-yard line.
To the air again, Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. And they're backward on a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Bears first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Jimmy Graham.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
First down, Chicago.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down, Bears.
They're going to look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup
from the gun. It's a run for Williams. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 13-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Again, it's Williams. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
He was brought
a 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. That's complete right around the 8. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Now back to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man, he'd be the tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5 now. Stafford, a quick pass to Kupp. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it's 3rd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a little...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs to keep up with your theme there playing keep away. 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The tight end, J.P. Holtz, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Now Cohen. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
They try again with Cohen. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch called for May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing here in the 2nd half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air. even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On play action, they'll throw. It is incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Robinson, incomplete.
He'll run out of the gun here, Williams. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Chicago.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
25-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Stafford. He'll get this one to Cobb complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now Williams. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And Robinson with a big catch. going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. On second down now, it's Cohen. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos.
A 32-yard attempt. Tonight.
Well, as always, Parker, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you.